time, but all right, welcome family and friends. Thank you all for joining us on this Tuesday night for our Stories of Hope series. And you may wonder, why Stories of Hope? I just want to tell you a little bit how this came into being. My name is Josephine Achira Ononga, aka Kemunja on Facebook, as most of you know me. And I'm a nurse by profession. I've been a nurse for 24 years. Oh my goodness, time flies. I feel like I'm so old. And being a nurse for that long and just seeing patients in a revolving door, coming in, going out. When they come back in, it's either they've had a side effect of one medication and they come back into the hospital, get more medication and they go back home. So there was no really keyword per se, but it was Band-Aid over Band-Aid, right? And at the time, I really didn't know any better, like most of you who I've talked to so many times who are in the healthcare field. And our doctors as well. None of us as nurses or doctors do nutrition classes in medical school or in nursing school. I did one class, and that was just one nutrition class, and worked in the nutrition center just to figure out how to help the people get a meal. But I had no clue how to read labels or any of those things. I'm still clueless, but I'm just so thankful with this community that has given me so much education that now I feel like I know a little bit of something to be able to do the Stories Hope with you guys. Why Stories of Hope? 4 years ago, I was a desperate mother with a child that was sick, and I didn't know what else to do. The doctors did not have answers for me. 4 years down the road, they were talking of a feeding tube for my son. I was not accepting of that. I was looking for a second, third, and fourth opinion. But in 2017, I had been told about this plant powders juice plus by my amazing sister here, Felicia. At that time, I did not know better. I was like, this is just juice plus. I don't know what that will do. I'll come to it when I'm ready, because I was doing so many other supplements, so many other natural things. And like many of you, probably when you start doing something, you give it some time, right? You don't do it for 1 week, 2 weeks and let it go. I literally was giving it a benefit of doubt, 3 months to be sure, is it working or it's not working? And I'm not saying they were not working. I'll see some changes for a little bit, and then we slide right back into the original issues. 2018, when I was told the next best things for my son is to have a feeding tube, I went back to Felicia. I said, can you tell me more about those plant powders you were talking about? You talked about juice, I don't have time to juice. She told me what it was. And guys, it's literally plant powders, vine ripened fruits and vegetables put in a capsule. And in that capsule, you have 30 plus vine ripened fruits and vegetables. And that is what our bodies need. Can I tell you, cutting my story short, in 4 to 6 months, my son's leaky gut was repaired. His microbiomes that were completely damaged were able to be boosted. And he was able to be off 5 medications. He was on 7 medications. He came down to 2 medications just for maintenance of his asthma that was also uncontrolled before we started plant powders. Tonight is not about me, but I wanted to tell you why I started these Stories of Hope. Because if somebody did not take time to educate me, to share with me like Felicia did, I will not be here tonight to do that. And I've been so blessed to be in this amazing community, having people like Jill that you're going to meet tonight, and Sandra that you're going to hear from tonight. We do not benefit from each other monetarily, but we are a support system. We are on a mission of inspiring healthy living together. So put your seatbelts on, be ready for some amazing stories tonight, and keep your hearts open. And you can drop your questions or comments in the chat. And at the end, we'll have some question and answer session. With that being said, I am going to have my amazing guests introduce themselves, tell you who they are briefly. And I just have 2 questions for them. They'll answer them. And I would love for you guys to just keep your mind open and just hear what they have to say. One disclaimer I'm going to make is this. We're not making any claims that these plant powders, the Juice Plus, heals, cures, reverses, or restores. What we are saying is our stories are unique and our bodies heal if they're given the proper nutrition. So with that being said, Sandra, can you please unmute yourself and tell our guests who you are, how long you've been with the company before we start with our questions tonight?
Hi, everybody. What a beautiful day to be here with all of you amazing people. My name is Sandra Addaquay. I always say, a child of God. I am a mother of 4, married, a certified wellness coach, as well as a wellness entrepreneur. And I love the fact that I've been chosen for such a time as this to offer hope in nutrition, to give people another way of living healthier. So that's why I'm here. And thank you very much, Sister Josephine, for having me.
Awesome. Jill, introduce yourself.
Sure thing. I am Jill Ellis. I'm coming to you from Michigan. I am a mother. One of our kiddos is special needs, so I'm a special needs mother also. And our daughter is 17. Our son is 13. And I've been a wife of 20 years. We're celebrating 20 years this year. I worked in the dental field for 16 years. And I have now found my passion in helping families with their nutrition.
Thank you so much, Jill. So you hear the diversity here, the backgrounds are so different, but yet our stories are so unique, but yet we're here to inspire healthy living together. Each one of these ladies, their stories are amazing. So we'll start with the question 1. It has 2 components to it. Jill, it's gonna go to you first. I would like for you to tell our guests, what was your life like before adding this concentrated produce to your diet, and how did you learn about Juice Plus? And the second part of that question is, what is your life like now that you've been on the Juice Plus, and how long have you been on it?
Yeah, thank you. So it has been 7 years. Back then, I was just a frustrated mom. Our children were getting whatever was coming through their classrooms, whether it was colds and flus. And I was reading in, I've always been the granola, always been interested in health and reading up on the need of fruits and vegetables. So I was actually hiding fruits and veggies into the foods that I was making. However, my children were just shifting those foods around on their plate, looking like they were eating it. And we were also looking, my youngest sister had a diagnosis of a few autoimmune diseases. And we were looking for some solutions for her other than just meds. She was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis that we had seen our grandmother go through for years. And we wanted not just the medication route, but is there diet and lifestyle changes that she could be doing? And we were looking into the anti-inflammatory diet. And it was my youngest sister that actually found these, plant powders. And she called me that night after being at, hearing about them at something like this. It was a panel discussion. And she wanted me to look into it. She wasn't feeling that great. She wanted me to do the research. And when I did, I said, yes, I think you should start these, and we want them too. And since then, my children are just not getting those colds and flus. They get to spend a day off of school every now and then to go and do something fun because they're really not missing school. Though it's kind of strange to talk about school while they're off for the summer and enjoying that. But and my husband, what's nice is that my husband and I both got going, and then our children could receive those products free for 4 years. And my husband's acid reflux and sinus infections, we really only got going because we knew of a need of getting in more fruits and veggies, and his sinus infections and acid reflux have gone away. And for myself, I just remember feeling old at 40. Like, I remember saying, is it really just downhill from here? And no, it doesn't have to be. I now have the health and vitality to do all the things and, really enjoy life.
Thank you, Jill. I was here laughing when you said you were feeling old at 40. Today is my birthday. I'm 52 years old, and I've just never felt amazing as I feel. And I'm like, wow, were it not for this lifestyle change, this one simple change, what would I be feeling like now at my age? So I'm just so grateful. Jill mentioned about her children eating for free. So when you have an adult order, a child gets a free supply. And that is accompanied with the heart. Where do you find anything for free, especially in America? There's nothing for free. But this company knew that if they don't help the whole family to get healthy, then it's not going to be easy for the parents. But because you can get two for the price of one, actually that's how I got in. I said, okay, two for the price of one, because I was on family medical leave. I didn't have money. There was no money in our budget, right? And so when Felicia said, you know what, you can get some for yourself and David will get for free, I was like, sign me up. That's what I need. And I've been in it until today. So there's a study actually about that what Jill said, my son will also belong to that category. Because since he did the Juice Plus, he never missed a day of school after that. So 65% of kids end up not missing less days of school because they are not getting as sick. And it's like, I think 75%, I could be wrong with that, but it's a good percentage that end up enjoying more fruits than they did before and vegetables. You know what? I can keep talking. Sandra, take it away with that question. What was your life like before you started on the Juice Plus? And after you started, what is it like right now for you as well? And how long have you been doing this?
Yes, thank you, Sister Josephine. So I placed my first order April 3rd of 2020. So I placed my order and I also became a franchise distributor because I was like, this is the kind of product that I want. Prior to that, it had been multivitamins, of course. I've always been a mother, just as Jill researched to see what is good for the kids. So I did the juicing, the blending. It was just time consuming trying to get them to drink these things. So when my upline sent me a message about everything that she sent, all I took was the name of the company. So I took Juice Plus out and then I kind of turned it apart. I researched, I read all the clinical research. So for me, and I'll start with me, I've always had that hormonal imbalance in terms of my period. So it was just pain until I had my first child. But even after that, the pain kind of went down, but I was still clotting. But when I started on the Juice Plus, I realized that the flow was very smooth and regular. And as a mother of four, energy is something that I need, and I cannot even stress how much I need energy to be able to start my day at 5 a.m. and not go to bed until 11 p.m. So by the time I'm going to bed, I'm literally limping because I am so tired. But starting on these amazing plant-based powders, I realized how long I could go, and the energy, that burst of energy was so amazing. In terms of my complexion, my skin, and as Jill said, it's like when I look at my picture 5 years ago and my picture now, it's as if years have been taken off my age, and I'm going to be 41 this year. So I know that when you feed your body with the right amount of nutrition, your body has no choice than to be there for you because you have that optimal health. And one thing I always say, because as mothers, we celebrate our children. So what the products did for my children, that alone was even enough for me, starting from my first child, who used to cough and cough. She will cough until she pretty much threw up. So you get a call from the school nurse and you got to come pick up your child, because if she throws up, that's it. She doesn't come back the next day, So we had to go through that, and her cough would drag for so long. So we have over-the-counter cough medication. We had the Benadryls and all of that. But now we don't have anything like that. There is nothing like she coughs and she throws up. And that has brought me so much joy and so much peace. My second child, who is SC, not SS. SS is the severe form of sickle cell. So she's SC. So every now and then we have to do the routine checks, and I haven't gone in a while. I'm guilty. I need to take her. But we will check her hemoglobin just to make sure that it's in the normal limit, which is 12.0. But she was always kind of trailing like 11.9. But since she has been on the product, it has been consistently 12.6, like clockwork. And I thank God for that, because we have the greens in our vegetable chewables. I mean, different kinds of greens. So it is giving her the iron that she needs in order to keep her hemoglobin in the normal rate. And my son, who used to have so much trouble with constipation, I mean, I would be in the bathroom with him, crying, because the straining. I mean, we did everything. The laxatives. I don't want to mention names, but it was like it's either he's having irritable bowels with the laxatives, or he's not going to the bathroom at all. But consuming the juice plus has brought him some regularity as to where now going to the bathroom is not painful at all. And I thank God for that, not only with my nuclear family, but my parents are on it. They have their own great testimonies. My sisters that had hormonal imbalance, like night sweats and all of that, they no longer have that. And even my nieces that were having period pain, I told them to take it, and they no longer have that. So the before and after is huge. And if anything, it has brought us peace of mind. And also it has reaffirmed that, truly food should be your medicine. And if food is your medicine, all these chronic illness symptoms will eventually take care of themselves. It is not a drug, it is not medical claims, but you cannot underestimate the power of fruits and vegetables, because that is exactly what God intended it to do in our bodies.
Wow, Sandra, I can listen to you all day, sis. Truly, truly, food is medicine. It's either we are paying now for it so that we can prevent it, or we be paying the pharmaceutical company later. And for my case, I was paying about $350 every month for my son's medications and my allergy medications. But now we're spending less than $50 a month, because his medications are like every 6 or 8 months, and I don't have to take my allergy medications anymore. So guys, it saves a lot. It saves a lot. So I don't have to spend $350, and I don't spend even half of that on my Juice Plus product for the family. So that's how incredible it is. And Sandra, what a joy it is to know the relief. You named all your 4 kids, that the issues they had. What peace of mind is that? And I can just see the joy and the glow on your face, just the easiness of knowing that you don't have to deal with that every day. And you are a nurse, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But that is just beautiful. So let's go to Jill. Jill, thank you for sharing your personal story. You've enjoyed the product. And what inspires you to share this Juice Plus? I know you're a busy mother. You have a special needs child. You're a wife. I mean, you got a full-time job at home. And what inspires you to share this with other people? And where do you get the time to do that?
Yes. So just really quick on the constipation, that was a big change within our family. And when a kiddo is constipated, it really changes a family dynamic. He would not go until he threw up. So it was a big deal. And so when that went away, it was a relief. But what inspires me to share with others is I knew mine weren't the only children not eating the 9 to 13 servings every single day. And I also knew I wasn't the only mom feeling guilty over that. And we get to be in the front row to people with health changes. And that is so extremely rewarding. And that also, for us and for many others, it starts with the moms, the dads, the kiddos, and then it starts with the grandparents, then it goes on to the aunt and uncles, and it starts becoming like this healthy family revolution. And it is only because of adding in more fruits and vegetables, which are meant for our bodies. So that is why I've been inspired to share, because it is a gift that we're giving, and it's also a gift back to us in being able to see people able to do life better.
And Jill, before you leave, with this company, your paycheck is a reflection of the number of lives that you've touched. Jill is very humble. She hasn't even told us what position she is in this company, but she is in one of the leadership positions. Jill, can you tell us what your position is and what does that mean? And I'm going to let you speak.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a qualified national marketing director and working towards the national marketing director. And I mentioned that I had worked in a dental office as an office manager for 16 years. And the last few of them was only for the paycheck. My heart was in a different place once I learned about Juice Plus and was helping families. And I did take a leap of faith, and Juice Plus is my soul business.
And guys, so depending on when you come in, this is I don't call it a multi-level marketing business, because you can come in and do better than the person that brought you in because of the time you're putting in, because of your passion and your vision that you have. So the position that Jill is in, she's been in the company for 7 years, but she's gotten there. Sandra, she'll tell us where she is. So you can come in, and in 2 years, you can be where Jill is. It depends on what you're able to do. So there's no limit to how much you can earn in this company. It's not dependent on the person that brings you in. It's dependent on your vision and how many people do you want to help. If you have a heart that cares, a mouth that shares, that's all it takes. And I never knew that I will even do business. For me, Juice Plus is not a business. For me, it's a mission, because I'm here to help. I'm here to give hope. I'm here to offer a health solutions for others. So, Sandra, take it away. I know you have an amazing story with your family, but you have 4 children. You work full-time as a nurse. Tell us, how are you doing this?
Yes, I know, like a lot of people think I'm a nurse, but I'm not a nurse.
Paula is a nurse.
I'm not a nurse, but thank you. It's such a noble profession. But I've always been in the finance and accounting field. That is what I did for the past 17 years, until I left corporate America in 2019, a year before I started Juice Plus. So by profession, I'm an accountant, and but right now I thank God for this opportunity, because when I started in corporate America, I always had that, it looks like something was pulling me. I just didn't know it was going to be this. If you had asked me maybe 3 years ago that would I be doing this, I would say no, but what is meant for you will always show up in your life if you are sensitive, to the leading of God. And I thank God that I went in for the product, but I also read and I saw the compensation plan, and I love what it said, picture the possibilities. Why do I do this? Of course, I cannot keep my mouth shut. Just as when you find God, you just want to tell people how good God is. This is exactly how I feel about this company, because I feel it is that little light that needs to shine so bright in a world that is losing hope in the very thing that God gave us to heal our bodies. So yes, when I get up in the morning, I cannot shut up. I want to post, I want to enter people's inboxes, and I want to tell them about this, because once I have let them know of this, then I can rest. But until then, I am on a quest to let everybody know that you can truly find hope in nutrition and lifestyle change. So that is why I do this. I inspire healthy living from the core, because I have tasted it. My family is in a better shape. So when I go there, I have the social proof. I also have a product that is backed with clinical research. So why should I shut up? No. So we're coming into the business in 2020. Like I said, I don't shut up. And I thank God that now I'm a senior sales coordinator. I have learned so much. Like I have the things that I have learned, it will surprise you. I have gone ahead to get my certification in wellness because I wanted to be able to help my customers more. So who knows where God will lead you with this opportunity. You can start by inspiring healthy living just in your small community, but this is a global business. We are over in 26 countries. So I say I am breaking geographical barriers, and I'm going everywhere that Juice Plus is to share the gospel of health and reaffirm the mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. Absolutely.
Wow. Guys, do
Yeah.
you hear the passion through the screens? Can you feel it? Can you just touch it? It's so tangible. Sister Sandra, I honestly always thought you were in health field, because when I come to you as you are educating people, I mean, the wellness is all around you. You've taken time to really inspire healthy living, and you've done an amazing job in our community, educating all of us. And Sandra came in 2020, guys, and she is a senior sales coordinator. That is one of the leadership positions of the company in 2 years. So there's possibilities in this company. Can I, the statistics through the 2020, you've heard about the social mobility and all those things. 1 out of 3 women have left the workforce to be home with their families. Why? Because at the workforce, they are being given more responsibilities. At home, they have work to do, they have their children, so they are overstretched, they are stressed. So they are choosing to give up those corporate jobs and be home with their children. But what that leaves that family is a gap in finances. And so how are they being able to bridge that gap? So an average household now, this is all over the news, guys, needs $5,200 more in a year to be able to maintain their lifestyle that they had last year or the year before. Where's that money coming from? With gas doubling up, with the produce in the grocery stores going up in prices almost every other week, where's that money coming from? Okay. And with that being said, I'm saying all that to say that a side hustle, this is a gig economy. So you can either choose to do Uber Eats or do whatever other thing. But what I do know is this: the health and wellness industry is here to stay. It's $1 billion company, guys, and it's all over the media. You can check it out. There's a lot of pop-up companies that came up during COVID because they're trying to absorb these people leaving the corporate world to work there. But those are short-lived dreams. We have a company, and I'm not saying this because I'm a part of this company, but it has stood the test of time. It's been around for 52 years. It's been through several recessions and is still standing strong. In 2020, during COVID, our company grew 40%. And that's incredible. And I saw that actually in my own business. So I'm telling you this to say that if you are even considering, if you're one of those 3 women or men that have stepped away from corporate and you're looking for a side hustle, don't look any further. Try this. Make yourself healthy, make your family healthy. And guess what? For $52 for the whole year, that is a franchise, a home-based business, tax deductible. I mean, where else are you going to get that? So once you do that and you get your own product, you get a 10% back. Practically your own product will pay for your yearly subscription for our company's product. So the other thing is, I'm going to ask these two ladies because I know they can say better about this than I can, but our community is second to none. Jill and Sandra. Sandra, you can go first. Just tell us briefly, what has been your experience in this company? I know you've shared why you're sharing this, but what keeps you excited every day by being in this company? What has been your experience?
Yes, I can use an example. When we went to Anaheim, California, we were like on open space. Everybody was dancing. So you look around, you're like, who is this? Okay, this is Dr. Mitri. Okay, who is this? Like, you could not tell who is who. Everybody is busy dancing, regardless of age, social status, occupation. This is the kind of community that we have here. If you have, and you can approach anybody for anything. There is no, I would say, there is no clicks, there is no glass ceiling, there is no, oh, you can't go here, you can't. We have that support, that sisterhood, that friendship is just amazing. A lot of people are so bored sitting at home. They don't have fun with what they do, but we have fun with what we do, because at the end of the day, we get to do the thing that is, because if you sow into somebody's life, it comes back to you in multiple folds. Maybe that's why we are so happy, because I can't really tell the reason why a group of people can meet and not know each other, but still have fun. So one thing for sure is that we are there for each other. We hold each other's arms. There is no competition whatsoever. You move if you want to move. Whatever your dream and aspiration is, you can truly find it here in a very healthy environment that you can thrive with no judgment whatsoever. You deserve the promotion, you get it. You are working towards it, that's fine. But there is no judgment whatsoever, and you can truly be yourself. You can truly profess whatever your faith is without having somebody say that, oh, because you believe in this, there is no spot for you. So this is a community that will hold your arms and support you and free you to become all that you were created to be.
You nailed it on the head. I mean, people are in our company who are introverts, but because of their camaraderie, because of our community, they've just come out of their shell, honestly. And then you just said it so beautifully. Our community is mental therapy, free of charge. Like literally, you see everybody so happy. We were there with my daughter in Anaheim, and she was like, Mom, this is your company's president just dancing here, just like, I'm like, yeah, this is home office, these are our bosses, and we are their juniors, but there's nothing like that here. So everybody was together, and we were together in Houston, Texas. Some of you were there, you met her for her 16th birthday. She asked me this question, Sandra, because you talked about everybody being happy, right? She was like, Mommy, are these people genuinely happy? And there was some people in their 70s, 80s, just looking good, glowing. And I said, yeah, because we are all on a happy pill, and the happy pill is Juice Plus. That's it. Jill, what's keeping you? What's your experience with this company?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we are even in being a fantastic example. The three of us speaking tonight are sideline buddies. And when we always know when we do good, more good comes back to us. And the community is one of the absolute best parts. We are all working towards the best version of ourselves. We have a 17-year-old daughter, and there is nobody that I'd rather have around and helping raise up our daughter than those that I do Juice Plus with. They speak into her. She gets to see me being brave and courageous, doing things whether I have fear or not. And I see those types of qualities and traits coming into her also. So it is the most amazing and loving, accepting. We always say we love you whether you do a little or a lot.
Oh man, you are just triggering some memories, and that what you just did, Jill, just almost choked me, because as I was in Atlanta with my daughter, and just so many of the Juice Plus partners that stopped her to speak life into her, like genuinely they cared. And at the end of it, she was just so full, like she literally enjoyed. She's 18 and she's going to Atlanta for a freshman year. And you know how many partners we have in Atlanta that took her IG handle and they connected and they said, Josephine, if anything is going on, just give us a call. She'll be in safe hands. So can you imagine? And this is just people that I know through this community. So we truly, we are like family. And this is God, what got most of us through the 2020. I have not met Jill in person. We are doing work together for the last 3 months, and I feel like I know her. And so she's here tonight. So I just want to thank you, ladies. Thank you so much, Jill, for accepting to be a part of the Stories of Hope tonight. And I truly, truly appreciate that. Sister Sandra, I learned a lot about you tonight. I thought I knew a little bit about you, but I learned so much. And I'm just so grateful, so honored. Thank you, ladies, for having said yes, for pouring your hearts out to our guests here today. And I truly, truly want to say thank you. So any parting words? I know we've gone over for a few minutes, but you guys were just really dropping the nuggets and I didn't want to cut it short. Any parting words that you have?
Oh, I thought Jill was going to go first.
This is me.
Yeah, I would say just live a life of purpose, serve other people, help so many people get what they want, and God will take care of you for sure. Yeah.
And you, Jill, any parting words?
Yes, sure. Thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight. I know that this call has certainly blessed me, and hopefully you also.
Thank you so much. My parting words will be, what if you said yes to this opportunity? What if you said yes to adding fruits and vegetables to your family's diet? What if you gave it a try? What are your goals for the next 3-4 years? Where do you see yourself if you didn't say yes today? What are you going to be doing in the next 3 years? What if you said yes today? Sandra said yes in 2020. You see where she is. She's been able to leave her corporate job. She had actually left before she started doing this. And now she's found a new love. She has a certification of wellness. She's educating more people. Where are you? What are you struggling with? What is God asking you to do? What is that thing that you're passionate about? Are you one that loves to help people, but you don't know where to start? I'm going to challenge you tonight. What if you said yes to the Juice Plus product and business opportunity? There are people you know that I don't know, Jill doesn't know, Sandra doesn't know. So you are the only one that God is waiting for to have an impact on those people. So just think on that and just allow God to use you to touch those lives. Things are not getting better health wise. You see, obesity is on the rise, and we have to save our children. Thank you guys for tonight. I'm going to stop the recording. You guys, you can unmute yourselves